Hi guys, I'm back. It's a Saturday night here, and we are the boring people who are at home in a darkened house so that nobody knows we're here. Tonight's trick or treat night. We're not in a darkened house because it's trick or treat night. Um, I'm confused. In some cities, it's trick or treat night, and some it'll be tomorrow. So I guess it just depends on where you're at, whether you're having trick or treat. And I call it trick or treat night because Halloween is actually tomorrow. And if you're trick or treating tonight, we'll just call it trick or treat night. Yeah, because that's just strange. But I guess it being Sunday, and some people are take things way too seriously. I don't know what y'all feel about trick or treating, but when I was a kid, or when my brother and sisters and I were kids, we didn't take it seriously. It was just a night you got candy. That's it. And we didn't even we didn't have costumes. We were poor. No, it just wasn't that big a deal. It was usually a mask, some sort of mask, and that was trick or treat night, or Halloween for us. And that's as far as it went. We didn't think about worshiping the devil or doing weird things. We thought about the candy. It was the candy. That's it. It was the candy. I think if you're gonna go towards the dark side, you're gonna do that anyway. I don't think it's about trick or treating and candy. And I heard somebody say something like that, and I'm like, whatever. It's the candy. It's not the it's not devil worship for kids. It's candy. So, okay, got that out of my system. I got a cup of Constant Companion hot coffee. I try to keep we like mint tea. My husband and I. When my sister wants iced tea, she gotta make her own. But when my husband and I fix iced tea, it's Bigelow's mint tea. It's 4 bags of mint of Lipton and 2 little bags of the mint, and I keep it in a jug in the refrigerator, and that's our iced tea. So I had to make up some more. Apparently, when I'm gone, everything stops. They bought no groceries. They ate out. Where's the justice in that? Why is that okay? I don't think it's okay, because I can ask when I'm here, can we just go out to dinner tonight? And unless I'm being grouchy and very forceful, it doesn't happen. No, darling, we have to save money. You need to cook tonight. Okay. And then I'm gone for a week and a half, and they're just eating out and not buying bread and not making tea and not doing any of the things that they should do. And they're like, we're so glad you're home. Yeah, the slave's back. The slave's back. It's not fair. It's not fair. So anyway, my husband and I are just hanging out at the house. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I pulled it up my banana clip. And the funny thing is, I had a half to one banana clip and a half for the other banana clip. So I made a hole. So one side it's brown and one side it's black. Yeah, that's my life. So, we're at home. He's playing strange music from the back of the house. I've been in here most of the evening on these, watching Shaytards and catching up on some videos. And we did go out for dinner. And when this place opened up, it's just like a mom and pop kind of thing. It just looks like a shack, but it's a burger place. You go in, you get burgers and fries, or chicken strip sandwich, or chicken strips and fries. I think they have some fish and shrimp, but it's not like a buffet fish and shrimp. It's just like a fast food, kind of thing. And they had the most awesome burgers, the best service. It was just amazing. Um, Now it seems like they don't want to wait on the burgers to cook because it's hand patty burgers. I mean, if you want to go into business doing something, you make those hand patty burgers. People will snatch them up. But it used to be that way. And now you go in, you get a burger, and it tastes like and has the texture of a burger that's been cooked under a lid, so it'll cook through quicker. It's gross. It's so gross. I wanted to leave a little note. Don't put a lid on your burgers. You used to make really wonderful burgers, and they're crap. My screensaver came on. But that's not the only thing. My husband ordered a chili cheese dog. They came back and said, "We're sorry, we're out of chili." So then he ordered a brat with sauerkraut on it dog, and he ordered tater tots with it, and they came back to the table. Now listen, it was like 15 or 20 minutes before they came back to the table and told us this. They said, "We're out of tater tots." So then he goes, "Okay, what about onion rings?" And they said, "Yeah, we have onion rings." So really, we waited an hour. We waited a whole hour there, and generally we would get up, leave a few dollars on the table for drinks and go, because you just no. But we stayed, and finally they bring out the food. They bring out my burgers, and I'd order a burger and fries, and husband had ordered the brat and kraut with the onion rings. Well, they come out, and she sets down his, and she sets down mine, and a bowl of french fries. And my husband was asking her for some mayo on the side, because I get my mayo on the side and put what I want on there. And I said, "Oh, and onion rings. We're supposed to have onion rings." And she said, "Oh, no, they substituted the fries." And I'm like, "No, I had fries. He asked for tater tots. And then they substituted them with onion rings because you didn't have tater tots." And it was like, yeah. I'm like, whatever. So that's still not it, guys. We turn back around from talking to her and look down at my husband's plate, and it's like they made a foot long out of one brat, put it end to end, and I guess they ran out of foot long buns too, because they put it on a hamburger bun. They took the two halves of the hamburger bun and laid it under the dog and tried to make it look like a hot dog fiasco. Horrible. We're not going back. I don't know if the economic crisis has caused a crunch on things. I don't know what the deal is, but it was sad. It was pitiful sad tonight. And the super bad thing is, I don't like Waffle House, and my husband didn't like this place, and I used to really love it. And he'd go, "No, I don't want to go." And I'm always saying no to Waffle House, but we go anyway. So I said, "Tonight, you always say no to this, but we're going anyway, because I always have to eat that stupid Waffle House crap." Yeah, we went, and world's worst impression. We'll never go back. Of course, it left a bad impression on me too, so I won't go back either, but yeah. Yep. Fortunately, there's another good burger place, because sometimes you just have to have a burger, a really good burger. So we did that, and we went by Sonic. If you can't tell, this is a off diet day. We went by Sonic, and I got a Snickers blast, and my husband got a Butterfinger blast, and we could have shared it because these things are humongous, humongous. So anyway, I've been feeling a little bit better here lately as far as my attitude, my head well-being. I wasn't crazy or anything, but I hold on to things too long and I replay them in my mind, and I'm just crazy that way. And I mean, my brother passed in 2008, and I have not been able to get past it. But the last month or so, it's like something clicked, and I feel better about things. I'm not saying that I'm not still sad he's gone, but I feel like I can enjoy life, that it's okay for me to have fun. And I don't know what clicked, I don't know what made a difference, but it did. And I'm glad. I still think about him a lot, a lot. And I'll find myself talking to him in my head. Isn't that crazy? But before, I just couldn't seem to get past the sorrow of it, the horrible loss of it. He was 37, and there's, saying it's not fair is not going to make any difference, But miss him terribly. But I can laugh and I can have fun without it just being a facade. And it has been just a facade, what I show other people, and what I feel inside have been two different things. But here lately, it feels like the inside and the outside match, and I'm happy for it. I mean, it's just nice. So, anyway, what have you guys got planned? Are y'all trick-or-treating tonight? Are you going to a party or something? Or are you sitting home on your duffs, drinking hot tea and trying to stay warm? That's what we're doing. We're just enjoying home. Last time I looked, it's like 50-something degrees, probably 50s, 54, 55, somewhere in there. But I've been freezing all day long. I can't get warm. I don't know what the deal is. I think my blood's thin. I think the older you get, the thinner your blood gets. And I can remember going to a neighbor's house, and they were older. Well, he was older. She was too, but older than me, but not super old, And you could open up the door in their house, and it would be like walking into a mushy hot wall. It was so hot in there. And before you came out, you were sweating, wiping it off, and finally when you left, you were like, oh, this cold air feels so good, and I can breathe it. I can actually breathe. And then the next day, you're sick as a dog. Yeah. So, I don't like the house like that. So, but it's still not super cold in here as far as upper body, but I get my feet cold, and I'm cold just to the bone. So I'm trying to warm them up. I've got them I don't have a blanket on here, but I do have a blanket wrapped around my feet. This felt heart blanket wrapped around my feet. They put that on sale after Valentine's Day. $2. $2. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I will see you guys later. This is a really weird video, but I'm posting it. Bye.